Ambassador has rightly said that it is actually the allies of United States and Israel that are bearing the brunt of this. But more news coming in. The Islamic Resistance in Iraq says it has carried out 21 attacks against United States bases across the country and the region within the past 24 hours. The group says it used dozens of drones and rockets to execute these strikes. Now, when we talk about this, Ambassador, in terms of the escalation that we are seeing now in when we talk about Iran, Israel, this has exposed the Iran's capabilities. When we talk about the 4,000-kilometer strike, that when we talk about Diego Garcia, when we also talk about Iran's this underground missile fortress as well, the tourist hub that was turned into a strategic hub as well. Do you think that Iran has more under its belt that even US anticipated?
You're absolutely right that the calculation of USA and Israel had gone slightly haywire because first they underestimated the capability of Iran to endure the losses, and also the ability of regime to cling to the power, because the initial calculations were, and that is how it is going on even now, of the USA as well as Israel, that if the first year or second year of the leadership, political and military leadership, is removed, then the Iranian regime will collapse. But they didn't realize that Iran was already preparing for this, because there were a lot of threats coming to them that they will they will kill their leadership. So they already planned for this eventuality. And similarly, they did on the military side. The IRGC, there's mosaic, that's concept which has come in vogue nowadays. Everybody is talking about that. That they reckoned based on their experience what they saw in Iran, Iraq, as well as in June 25, that their command and communication system would be attacked. So they prepared for that eventualities, and now this time, like in June 25, they took quite a long time to retaliate to Israel. But this time, within hours, despite the fact that the top tier of the leadership was in one stroke was removed, still within an hour they were able to launch attack on Israel. So that means, that shows that they were well prepared. And side by side, when we talk about the missile capabilities, I think they hit their distance, how far their missile can go. They, I think, kept in under wrap very, very well. I mean, nobody could guess that, what are their capabilities. And similarly, the launch pads and their missiles, they have taken advantage of their geography because of the mountainous terrain. They have well spread, though even the American, when they are briefing Congress and in the closed door, they are talking only in percentage term. They are not able to talk in absolute numbers. So that means they are not sure what capabilities are left, despite the widespread destruction of their the Iranian capabilities. And I think the capabilities are still sufficient at this moment to launch counter-attack, because they are not stopping. Their intensity might have declined, but the pinpointedness has increased. They are still able to cause damage not only in the Gulf, but even in Israel. As I mentioned earlier, the Jerusalem has been attacked. Their nuclear facility, the most protected facility, which is their nuclear facility, has been attacked. Of course, fortunately, there was no damage, but they are able to do so. That shows their capabilities. I think they were underestimated, and they have to figure out how, if they want to win this war militarily, they have to figure out how to counter this. But at this moment, neither President Trump, at least, doesn't have any answers, because his tweets, which are showing, is total confusion. Unless it's a very elaborate plan on his part to create this kind of confusion and chaos, and then achieve his objectives, which, given his history, I doubt it very much.
All right,
Thank
Ambassador,
you.
stay on with me.